What's up, y'all? Daniel here again. Just wanted to make a video today. Going to be hopefully short and sweet. Just basically talking about discernment in our lives, especially when it comes to the intuitive thoughts that we have and the intuitive feelings that we may process throughout the day. I want to talk about how we need to use a little bit of discernment at this point in our lives in order to, I guess, kind of navigate our paths as we go forward. So, basically, with all that's going on, with all that we're able to perceive and receive and kind of go through, especially as somebody who may be more sensitive to energy, as an empath, if you will, um, we're able to take in a lot of information all at once, which can be definitely very overwhelming. And we feel these strong sensations and emotions in our lives that come up, and though at times it could be a good guidance mechanism in terms of we feel a strong sense of intuition in our day-to-day activities, majority of the time it can be pretty overwhelming, and we can be bombarded, and we can be kind of overthrown in a sense with all the emotions and feelings that come our way. So as an empath, again, you have the ability to discern things. Actually, discern's not the right word yet. You have the ability to feel through things rather quickly. You can get up in the morning, you can ask yourself, hey, do I feel like having a coffee or a tea today? Do I feel like having an apple or an orange? These are certain decisions that you're able to feel through, and you're able to find things that satisfy you. You're able to use your intuition to make the simple decisions, as well as, and I guess more importantly, and more easily actually, the bigger decisions. The bigger the decision is, the more ramifications it has in your life, the more you feel like it's going to affect you in the long run, the more you're able to kind of tap into that intuition and really make a decision based on how you feel and based on kind of the internal guidance mechanism that supports you in your higher decision making. So you have the gift of using your intuition, but the point of this video that I want to make is that times are tough right now. Times are very difficult. Times are very overwhelming, overstimulating, and basically overstimulating, just over abundantly infiltrating your emotions and thoughts. So basically the point is, you're not always going to be able to rely on your intuition, because there's going to be times when your connection to a higher power or source is going to be muddled, and things are going to come up that you won't be able to rely on your intuition as clearly. The signal or the connection, it'll be muffled a little bit. The connection won't be there. It may come in and out. You may have moments where you're really tapped in and connected. You may have times that you're really not connected, but it's hard right now to kind of pick up on a consistent vibration that allows us to kind of tap in and tune into our higher self and what we want to do. So just putting it out there, just letting you know, discernment is super key right now. And what is discernment? In my opinion, discernment is just kind of the ability to question things, the ability to kind of, I guess, use your logical mind in a sense, but more your ability just as a soul, as a human being, as somebody who wants to navigate their best path, just making sure you're asking the right questions. Is this right for me? Is this going to serve me? How do I feel about this? Why am I attracted to this? Why do I feel fear around this? Why do I feel resistance? Why do I feel excitement? Discernment just basically comes down to asking these questions. It doesn't really mean being overly logical and skeptical and cynical and using your logical mind to override any thoughts and emotions that you do have, because your gift as an empath and as somebody who's sensitive to energy is to use that ability to connect you with what is beyond the physical. But in the same light and in the same sense, we need to use our discernment to tap into how well our intuition may be serving us in that moment, or if it's not serving us, because again, that signal of our intuition may be muddled in a vibration that doesn't really align to our highest good, even though we think it does. We know we can recognize times where we're trying to follow our intuition, but we know that we're not quite tapped in the way we should be in order to kind of make an informed and integral decision that's going to benefit us in the long run. Plus, there's a lot of different high and low and weird energies that may float around our environment in our own frequency bubble. As much as we don't want to let those things in, sometimes they get in, and they can use our intuition to kind of pull us in a direction that may not serve us, as corrupt and as dark as that sounds. there's things that can, and there's certain energies that can pull us forward in terms of us thinking that we're using our intuition when in fact we're actually serving this kind of darker agenda. So I won't get down that rabbit hole because that's another conversation in and of itself. But I think it does make a good point and a good reference to the fact that we need to use our discernment in order to navigate those experiences. Okay, so again, allow your intuition to guide you. Don't shy away from that. It will be there to support you when you most need it. But I encourage you at this time, in your moment-to-moment and day-to-day activities, big or small, just bring a little bit of that discernment in so you can question whether or not the path that you're on is valid and is going to help you. There's nothing wrong with taking a little bit extra time to make certain decisions in your life. You don't need to be Johnny on the spot and know exactly what's good for you in that moment. You can take a few minutes to sit back, relax, and be like, okay, should I be doing that? Is that going to serve me? Has it served me in the past? What kind of fear or resistant blocks am I experiencing? Why are they there? And how can I overcome and navigate them? Okay, we don't need to be this like heroic, again, Herculean, soul trusting, all is good, nothing's ever not going to serve me, I have no fear type of person. Like, that fear is going to be there. We can even use that inner discernment to kind of help us navigate that experience, that frequency. And just know that you're perfectly guided, okay? I know I'm talking about using your intuition and trusting and not trusting and then discerning and yada, yada, yada. But know that you're guided. Trust that process and just know that, yes, you're being supported in every moment, but you're being given and you have the gift of using free will to kind of discern what's right for you and what's not, in lieu of and with the added support of using your intuition to guide you. So again, without going on too long here, just kind of wrapping this up, use your intuition. Always trust that, okay? When it's really strong and when it's really meant to serve you, you're going to know when your intuition can't be messed with, okay, so to speak. When your intuition can't be effed with, when you know that that's the right decision, you're going to know. And in the moments where you're not totally tapped in, use your discernment, okay? Use that ability, use that other tool that you can use, discerning things, to kind of navigate your highest good. And when you're better able to discern your frequency and your path, then your intuition will kick in and it'll be able to pick up the slack where you may be missing certain pieces of the puzzle. So again, our superpower is our intuition, but we can also use our discernment when our intuition is not where we quite need it to be. And we can also build up our discernment tool as a useful mechanism to kind of navigate our experiences. So we're not solely relying on our intuition and are unable to use any other aspect of our reality to kind of help us on our path. So with that, I hope you all have a great day. If you don't even know what to eat for lunch today and your intuition's not giving the right answer, hey, figure it out. Ask the questions. What do I want? What does my body crave? What will satisfy me? How will it make me feel? If you don't know what to do later on today, what's going to serve me? What do I feel like doing? What have I done in the past that may or may not have served me before? Use that discernment. Allow it to help you. Don't live in fear, but just live in a realistic and realized questioning of all that is so that you can kind of best experience and once again navigate your journey in a way that's meant to serve you, allowing yourself to experience it on multiple ways and ways of being, and knowing that you can use the tools that are essential for you in the moment and that'll serve you going forward. So again, hopefully that serves you. Hopefully you can use it wisely and make the decisions and discernments and the connections that are going to help you navigate your experiences going forward. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you had enjoyed it, and I hope it serves you until we connect next time, and I'll be looking forward to talking to you very soon. Thanks again. Bye for now.